This video looks at mistakes using possessives. Possessives illustrate ownership. Most of us know the rules for using punctuation to show possession, but sometimes we kind of get in a hurry, we're trying to get our ideas across, and we either forget to add an apostrophe to a word, or we accidentally make a word possessive when it really just needs to be plural. Here's a few examples. Simon decided to join the men's group. The word men is already plural, so we don't need this S at the end of it. We just need the apostrophe S to show possession. Here's another example. I had to comfort my friend last night. Her family's dog ran away. All right, let's look at this word families. We're not talking about multiple families. We're talking about my friend's one family. And we're talking about the dog that is owned by this one family. So instead of expressing the plural form of families, we would use the word for one single family and then apostrophe S to show that this family owns a dog, the dog that had run away. All right, here's another example. The professor was concerned about the students' lack of interest. Students'. If we're in this case, we're talking about a professor and his or her concern toward a group of students, and that group of students' collective lack of interest. So the lack of interest is being owned by one group of students or by multiple students. So in this case, we're talking about multiple students. But here's where things get a little bit weird. When you're expressing plurality, when you're expressing possession for a plural word, you don't need to have the possessive S, the apostrophe, and then the S following. You just have the possessive S and the apostrophe. Last example. Jessica's and Maya's project earned an A. So we're talking about a project that is owned by both Jessica and Maya. The two of them worked on it together. When you are using multiple people or multiple things, when those people both together own something, you only show the possession with the very last person. So it would actually say Jessica and Maya's project earned an A. But what if we're talking about two people who worked separately on two different projects? Well, then what will we do? In that case, the possession with Jessica and the possession with Maya is correct. But we would have to add an S after projects to show that there are two different people working on two different projects. So Jessica's and Maya's projects earned, and we would actually say they earned A's, because we're not talking about one A anymore. We're talking about two A's, and each A was given to each project.